Come, are you a paid up member of Kenya Library Association? Don't answer me, please. It's because she told me to make sure that I mentioned that. She's a paid up member of Kenya Library Association. It's a challenge for us. Up to date, yes. Thank you, Prof. She's a paid up member of Kenya Library Association. Are you a paid up member of Kenya Library Association? This is our association, isn't it? We have no other home. These days, when you are even getting a promotion at your place of work, you are always told to bring what? What are you told to bring? Exactly. So you keep on hearing people calling, kindly, I want to pay my memberships because I'm applying for a job or a promotion. Please be a paid up member of Kenya Library Association. Welcome, and thank you very much. Welcome, Stella. Thank you. Thank you. As we've been told, my biodata is a lot of professors, and it's very difficult to stand after a professor. Thank you for the opportunity to stand before you to give my presentation on the impact of artificial intelligence and digital technologies on library information services. That is emerging trends in knowledge management, and it's a case study. Basically, a lot has been said by the prof about. So, library information services concerns itself with organizing and providing information to our users, whereby knowledge management itself is interested in presentation, application, and use of information, whereby it deals with collecting and sharing the information at the end of the day to the organization so that it can help them make decisions at the end of the day. AI tools transform the theoretical and conceptual development of knowledge management practices for libraries, whereby it emphasizes on the user experience. That is according to Patarkis 2024. So, through the use of automated indexing, curation, and personal information retrieval that have been popularized by the technologies that you are using currently. So this paper will discuss on how these technologies affect library information services and knowledge management, as presented by Jane in 2013. So the key AI technologies in library and information services, there are various key AI technologies. We have automated indexing, whereby artificial intelligence takes up the task of cataloging and coming up with the metadata to make it easier for efficient retrieval of information by the users. Then we have the digital curation. These are the AI tools that collect and rank content that makes it easier also to make the resources handy to our users. We have the personalized information retrieval, whereby specific users are able to get their profiles by getting their history, which in turn increases satisfaction level of the users. Examples are research finding include University of Cape Town metadata, smart assistant applications for African studies. We have also the National Library of Singapore, adaptive technologies or features. What are the emerging trends in knowledge management? We have automated indexing and metadata generation, whereby it helps improve the effectiveness of indexing and curation of information, because nowadays we have huge amount of data we collect and curate at our places of work, in our organizations. So AI basically helps us to index this information and come up with a metadata that is at least simplified and whereby our users can easily use. The digital curation with AI tools help to minimize the level of manual work by letting through and choosing content whereby it helps you sort information. At the end of the day, after you curate your information and coming up with metadata, you make your data or information for the users less, because now you remove all the junk and put up the information that is useful to our users. We have personalized retrieval systems whereby machine learning enhances value chain, personalizing search outcomes and therefore increasing its usage. At the end of the day, now you have come up with a summary of all the information that you've come up from this, our systems, our databases. At the end of the day, you make it easier. And when you summarize such information, the users will find it easy to access the information. So such trends help libraries effectively filter the receiving of content and provide materials fitting for its users, because at the end of, when you go to the websites, you get a lot of information, some which are useful, some which is not useful. So you choose what is useful to our users and provide it to them. So these trends enable libraries to manage the influx of, and it has really grown. Currently, it's up 94%. That is 2024. That's not even 10 years down the line. So you can see how effective these AI technologies are to our users. And there's no way you can do away with, because now this is what is assisting our users get information at right time and the easiest way. And also, you find that it helps us sieve information from the raw data we get and provide to them to make their informed decisions. We have data privacy and ethical concerns. At the end of the day, we ask ourselves, are we doing it, is it right for us to use AI when you're doing research or when our students are using research? Basically, this is the ongoing in many institutions on whether to allow students to use AI or not. But at the end of the day, we are not going to do away with, because this is now the area we are going into. So we have privacy on the issues related to AI relates to the gathering and management of information and data, as well as issues to do with data security. So somebody says, how secure are our users when it comes to this data and AI issues on the internet? We have ethics, the question of fairness in algorithm, and the questions of ethics of AI decisions are important. We have the digital divide. There is a possibility for the development of AI-based technology to exacerbate the division between people with and without adequate access to this information. You find that at times we have those who are able to access and those who are not able to access. So we as librarians, we are the custodians, and we are the people who can help those who are not able to access this information and provide it to our users. Is it necessary to respect data privacy and set up best practices that libraries and other institutions must adopt in their AI application? So we are supposed, as leaders or as librarians, to set up the standards for our users and tell them the no-go zones and where they can go to when it comes to AI. Libraries must implement strict data privacy protocols and ensure ethical AI use, as I said. We as custodians, we're supposed to guide our students, our users, on how to adapt to these AI technologies. We have the regional and local examples. You have University of Cape Town, whereby new data tools explained by AI enhance resource accessibility in African studies. We have National Library of Singapore, which has embraced this. It has computerized information retrieval systems to improve the quality of user experience. We have the National Library of Kenya, National Library of Service of Kenya, whereby content curation, real-time learning, likewise guarantees students exposure to curate educational materials and so on. So we should set an example as universities or wherever we are working in organizations to set pace and also do as what the Kenya National Library is doing in the local ground and embrace this in our institutions. We have Public Library of Trinidad and Tobacco, where digital inclusion initiatives assist in reducing the digital information that is giving out to its users. You have AI policies and frameworks for ethical conduct should be provided and set standards in the usage of AI in libraries. So we as librarians, we should sit down and come up with policies that will enable us at least so that we can provide the right information and also